YouTube's most hated crypto influencer just had one of the craziest downfalls I've ever seen, and it all happened in just a few days. A week ago, BitBoy Crypto was promoting his latest crypto project called Bencoin, and within days he was fired from his job, admitted to taking multiple drugs, and then came clean about cheating on his wife. It was an insane few days watching the downward spiral of one of the most notorious crypto influencers ever, so in this video, let's break it all down. So the individual we're talking about has been known as BitBoy Crypto for many years, and most people know him by that name, but his real name is Ben Armstrong, which is important to remember for later in the video. BitBoy has been a notorious crypto shill for just about every crypto project that has hit the market on his YouTube channel of 1.4 million subscribers. He talks about hundreds of different crypto projects every year, and when a few of them eventually go up massively, he makes sure to let everyone know he called it, and you should always listen to him. When you throw 100 darts at a board, obviously some will hit the bullseye, and many crypto and stock influencers have been using this con game to make them look like experts for years. However, what made BitBoy infamous was when he sued a YouTuber by the name of Atozy last year. He did this after Atozy claimed that BitBoy was scamming his audience. After CoffeeZilla and many other large creators made videos calling out BitBoy for this stupid lawsuit, and Atozy ended up raising hundreds of thousands for his legal defense, BitBoy dropped the lawsuit, realizing he was now the laughingstock of YouTube and wouldn't be able to financially screw Atozy into the ground anymore.
Here's where we're at, okay? Where we're at is, at this point, it has become public. It's become an absolute debacle. We know Kobe gave him $100,000, so hopefully that money will go to good use. So at this point, like I said, there is nothing really we can do. The money came in on his side. The lawsuit was never about money. So hopefully, Atozy, now that we're going to be officially dropping this, I emailed my lawyer about 15 minutes before we went on air here, so that is going to be happening.
That event was what really made BitBoy notorious in my opinion, and he's had a few other scandals since then, including his meltdown after being included in a billion-dollar lawsuit for promoting the FTX platform, which he claimed he never promoted.
Would have been far better lawyers to do your due diligence to find out that I never promoted FTX instead of putting me on there. Get slam dunk with everybody else. And the judge will probably throw it out because it's frivolous.
Since these stories, it's become more apparent to a lot of people just how unhinged this guy really is, and that became even more apparent about a week ago when Ben Armstrong, aka BitBoy, was fired from the BitBoy YouTube channel. Now, for most people, myself included, thought that Ben Armstrong was the owner of the BitBoy YouTube channel. If you look at the oldest video on the channel, it's from 5 years ago, and Ben is in the thumbnail, so he's always been the face of the channel. When it was announced he was fired just a few days ago, it had a lot of people scratching their head, not understanding how this happened, and for me, brought to mind the Spider-Man meme with multiple versions of Ben just pointing at each other because BitBoy Crypto and Ben Armstrong seemed like they were one and the same. After doing some research, it seemed that Ben had given over control of running the business to another man by the name of TJ Shed, who runs the hit network that BitBoy Crypto is a part of. It seems like Ben wanted to focus more on making videos and spending time with his family and leave the day-to-day operations of running a business to someone else. Other big YouTubers have done this as well, with Linus Tech Tips being a good example. Linus started out and ran the company for many years, but has since appointed a new CEO to run the company while he gets to focus on making videos. A few days ago, the BitBoy Crypto channel had a live stream, and in that stream they announced that Ben had been removed from the company, with their reasoning behind this being that Ben had relapsed into substance abuse and had also physically and emotionally damaged the employees of the company.
Hello. Yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong from the company, and specifically the BitBoy Crypto brand. This is a difficult decision, is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance abuse, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he has done to the employees of Hit Network and the BitBoy Crypto community. The Bit Squad deserves better, and we're going to get through this together. We wish him the best and regret that it has come to this, and are hopeful for the future of BitBoy Crypto. Hit Network is committed to empowering creators, and we will continue to do that every day. Thank you.
That clip they released made some pretty bold claims, and if Ben was physically attacking employees and doing hard drugs, could lead to some serious legal issues for Ben, if true. Now, Ben's initial response to all of this was extremely combative. He had been removed from the BitBoy Crypto Twitter account, but began posting on the Twitter account of his new crypto coin called Bencoin, which he still controlled. After the BitBoy team claimed he was doing drugs again, Ben released a photo of a drug test he did on Twitter that he claimed showed he was clean of any drugs in his system. This was his first of many attempts to discredit the accusations against him. Ben later went on to say he was going to do everything in his power to fight the BitBoy team to get his company back, and things looked like they were only going to heat up from there, but that's when things started to take another strange turn. A few days after the initial story about Ben being fired, a lot of rumors started to spread in the crypto world that the story was far bigger and that Ben had been cheating on his wife of many years with the chief operating officer of his crypto coin named Cassandra Wolf. Now, normally, when it comes to family matters, I wouldn't really talk about this since it was initially all just rumors and looked like an attempt to make Ben look even worse. However, a day after the cheating rumors broke, Ben and his wife made a video where they confirmed the whole story. He admitted to cheating on his wife, he admitted to taking some drugs, and also admitted to acting erratically, which he claimed was a result of diet pills he was taking.
Sorry to the Bit Squad. I know I let people down. The word relapse is an interesting word because I think the way I interpret it and the way other people may have interpreted it are not the same. I haven't done cocaine, haven't done meth, haven't done drugs like that. Didn't relapse. But I've been taking diet pills and I've been taking some steroids, some stuff that I thought was helping me. It helped me get my body in shape. You guys know I was very out of shape. I was doing everything I can to try to do the best. And, you know, the thing is that I guess I was acting crazier than I thought I was. And obviously, a lot of people know at this point, and if you don't, you're gonna know now, I had an affair. I did. And I know that I have a family brand. That's my brand, family. And this is my family. And I had an affair, and it went on for a while, and, you know, the other person is not a bad person. I want to say that. I take full responsibility for all of this.
Now that clip has a lot to break down. The first is the drug use. Ben states that he never did any hard drugs like meth or coke, but that he was taking diet pills to lose weight and testosterone and another steroid to help him stay in shape and build muscle. When he admitted to that, many people thought it sounded ridiculous because Ben isn't a jacked guy. He has lost a lot of weight from his earlier days on the channel, but he won't be competing in any bodybuilding competitions anytime soon. As someone who has watched a lot of More Plates, More Dates YouTube channel, Derek, the owner of that channel, makes it a point to say just how many normal-looking guys are on steroids. Not everyone who takes steroids is going to look jacked, and you have to put in massive amounts of effort in the gym and have a clean diet on top of taking roids to look jacked, and even with that, some guys will never get amazing physiques. So while it may seem odd that someone like BitBoy is on roids, it's not something that's unheard of by any means, and it's a lot more common than I think most people realize. Ben also claims that the diet pills and roids are what made him act erratic, and apologizes to any staff that felt he was inappropriate. After making these claims about diet pills and steroids, it started to shed some light on past clips we've seen of Ben, and just how quick he is to get pissed off at the slightest offense.
Fuck you. I received this paperwork. I love it. I'm going to bury you. I don't think you understand how misled on the situation you are and how wrong. You're gonna find out and you're gonna pay, bud. Go.
While I don't agree that you can just write off all your bad behavior on the diet pills and roids, it does shed a new light on why Ben has acted so unhinged in recent videos. While I do hope that Ben is sincere in wanting to get his life back on track, I do have to say that a lot of this feels like a way to weasel his way back into the BitBoy company. In that same video, Ben talks about how he's going to sit down with the BitBoy team and hopefully work something out, which is a far cry from a few days ago when he was extremely combative and said he would be taking them to court. I think Ben realized that if he went that route, it could take months or years before he could get control of the BitBoy brand back, if ever, and trying to reconcile would potentially be the much better option. The BitBoy Crypto channel has continued to put out videos without Ben, and all of them are now filled with comments saying the brand is dead without Ben, so it's clear that both Ben and BitBoy need each other to succeed. I do also want to mention that there are allegations from some that the real reason Ben was dropped from BitBoy was his continued promotion of shady crypto projects. Ben was sued in a $1 billion FTX lawsuit for allegedly promoting that crypto scam, and if more lawsuits were to follow and Ben was still running BitBoy Crypto, those assets could come into play in a lawsuit. Kicking Ben from the company may be a way for the BitBoy brand to protect themselves from the actions of Ben while outwardly telling everyone he was fired for his drug use. I don't know if any of that is actually true, but it's an interesting theory. Now, Ben Armstrong has been promoting his new crypto coin, Bencoin, over the past few months, and since news broke that Ben was fired, the coin has tanked in value. Many of the investors in the coin feel Ben Armstrong's firing and admission of drug use and inappropriate behavior has tarnished the coin and won out. Where all of this goes from here, I really don't know, but it's clear that both Ben Armstrong and the BitBoy Crypto YouTube channel need each other if they want to succeed. Ultimately, I hope Ben gets his life back on track, at the very least for his family's sake, but it's hard to feel bad for Ben after everything he's done over the years, including trying to silence multiple influencers who spoke out about him. Let me know in the comments below if you think the BitBoy brand will take Ben back, or if this is the end of the line for both BitBoy and Ben.